have a garage sale coming up and I have plenty of books on my bookshelves that I wasn't absolutely obsessed with that I can try to get rid of and see if I am able to make a little bit of extra travel money. So let's go dig through those and see what books I am willing to give up with and try to sell on my bookshelf. Also, hey, nice to see you again. We have some of our garage sale tubs out right now. Pretty much what we're doing is just combining all of the things that we are wanting to get rid of or okay with getting rid of, putting them in the yard sale pile, and then we're going to try to see what we can and can't sell, and then we'll decide to keep or donate whatever is left. So most of the books that I don't sell I'll probably end up keeping, but I think this is a perfect opportunity to purge my shelves, get rid of some of the books that I don't love on there and that I don't plan on rereading. I would just rather them go to a good home for somebody that is going to like them and is going to want to read them versus me just hoarding them just because I want to say I have a lot of books on my bookshelf. I'm trying not to care about that. We're not being materialistic. We're gonna dig through these and see what we are able to pull out, see what I'm comfortable with selling, and then we'll see how much I have left over. I have a sneaking suspicion this is gonna be a lot harder than I'm anticipating it to be right now. I'm doing this in literally the worst way possible. I'm trying to be really straight up and honest about the books that I just didn't love enough to want to reread in the future, or that I just didn't really care about that much, I don't really think about at all, and I won't want to reread. So I'm trying to just be straight up and just get rid of them. Some of them I'm probably gonna cave because I think the covers are really cool, but I'm gonna try not to do that. I feel so guilty about getting rid of books that people have given me. I feel like that's, I don't know, it's sweet. I like when people give me things, and I feel guilty that I have been given a gift and I didn't like it and I want to get rid of it, or whatever the case is. So I got this for my birthday, and it was actually really funny because it's Nick's buddy. He picked this out for me and then he spilt his matcha all over it, and I just feel like that's such a nice, sweet, sentimental story, and I feel bad about getting rid of it. So I'm gonna think on it. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to do like a sit, think, and then go over it. I'm gonna think on it. I think that I finally have it all situated. I pulled all the books that I plan on selling. Now, do I think that I'm going to end up selling all of these? No, not even the slightest. But I think that it is still beneficial to try my best and see what I can get for these, because any penny is going to be beneficial in the grand scheme of our moving. First things first, obviously, I'm getting rid of the Things We Never Got Over series. I don't know what the actual series is called, nor do I care to know what it is because I'm getting rid of it. I've not read these. I don't care to read these. Obviously, I haven't wanted to read those forever, so getting rid of those, perfect opportunity. Then I have Forever and Ever. I did a video where I was reading this in whatever order the number generator picked. So whatever the number was, that was the corresponding chapter that I read. I don't think that I would have liked this book even if I read it normally, so getting rid of that one. Then we have Obsidian. I thought that I was gonna like this. I thought this would be really sweet. I didn't care for it. It was really YA, really young. I thought this looked like it was autographed, but I don't think it is. Didn't care for it. I don't need to keep it. Story Life of AJ Fickery. Again, nothing wrong with this one. I don't have, oh, it came with a little bookmark. How cute. I don't have anything wrong with this one. I don't have anything against it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It's just meh. I don't remember anything about it, so there's no point in me having it on my shelf. After You, I literally just talked about wanting to get rid of this book. I'm obviously not going to keep it. I don't care to read book 2 of this series. I don't think that it needs to be a series. I think book 1 summed everything up perfectly the way that it needed to. I'm over it. I'm done. I don't want to read that one. Then I have a novel Christmas. I read this one for Christmas in 2025. Not bad. I don't really have any beef with it. Just not my favorite. I don't really love Christmas books that much, and I don't have a need to keep it. And then last book in the stack, I have The Golden Couple. I did enjoy this book. I don't really remember much about it as of now. I don't look at it, I don't do anything with it. I wouldn't ever pull it from my shelf for like a recommendation video or anything, so no need. Might as well try to see if I can get a couple bucks out of it. Also, with me getting rid of these, obviously with making content about books, you do want to have books that you want to make content about, so I'm not going to get rid of books that I would put in a video. I'm not going to keep like bad ones really, so that way I can make negative videos, but if it's something that I would recommend for whatever reason, I'll keep it. But like these, I just don't really know or remember enough about them to even recommend them for whatever specific reason, so I keep them. Next stack, we have Murder Your Employer. I read this in a video, I think, or I started to. I didn't finish it. I don't care for it. I don't think I'm ever going to try to finish it, and if somebody ends up grabbing it, then hey, that just means I have no reason at all to keep it or to read it. Then I have The Paradise Problem. I read this in probably 2 hours. I sped read this one. I don't have a problem with it. It just, I didn't really care that much about it. Again, I'm not really super big into romance. I feel like I'm trying really hard and I want to be, so I'm pushing myself to, and I just am not. So not a fan of that one. I didn't really care that much. Then this one, I've figured out how to pronounce this and then I can't remember anymore. I don't know if it's Andromeda or Andromeda. I think it's Andromeda. Yeah, I think it's that one. This one is kind of boring. I have no need to keep it. Pieces of Her, I did not like this book. I don't want to keep it. I have the other two I was contemplating getting rid of, but I think I'll keep those for right now just because I haven't read them. But that one, I don't need it. I didn't like it. I think that the cover itself is kind of cool. I know it's like a real life cover, but I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think it's cute, but not the book. I didn't like it. Then I have The Summer of Christmases. This one's kind of cute. This is kind of cute. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't have any problem with it. I did like it when I read it, but I don't think I'll think about it. I won't ever read this again. So I'd rather somebody else get it and enjoy it if they can. Love in Other Words. I just didn't really care for it. I'm not a big fan of that book. For the Wolf, this was in my last video. I contemplated wanting to get rid of it. I just, sorry, not a fan. Thistlefoot. I started reading this one. I am about halfway through right now. I ended up like softy and effing it and then just never got back to it, and I don't think that I will ever get back to it. I was trying to do something a little bit different with reading this book. This is like the first book that I read, getting back into reading like quite literally, and I didn't really care for it. Then I have the trifecta of Rebecca Yarros. I have The Last Letter, Great and Precious Things, and The Things We Leave Unfinished. I read these in a video. I was not thoroughly impressed with them by any means. I didn't really care for it. I don't like romance again. Military romance I think I like even less. And then What Happens After Midnight and Just for the Summer. Fine books. I don't, again, have any problem with them. I really just didn't care for them that much. So we'll see if anybody else wants them. And then for my last stack, I have If Only I Had Told Her. I do have a second copy of this book and I didn't like it enough to have multiples, so getting rid of that one. Also, some of my Colleen Hoover books, like literally all of them. The Starts With Us and Ends With Us, I didn't even like them. And then Reminders of Him, Avocaly Love, Layla, Confess, and November 9th. Then I have another Kale Walther, Maybe Meant to Be. This book was so hard to get through and I really didn't care for it at all, so it's going in the thrift shop pile. Not a fan of that one. Then I have two thrillers. I have The Perfect Marriage and Not a Happy Family. This book I wanted to love, but the plot twist at the end sucked and I didn't like it at all. This one I just don't really remember it, so hopefully somebody enjoys them a little bit more than I did. And then the last one for hopefully somebody to enjoy it more than me, I have the Penelope Douglas books that I read in one of my videos. I have Credence, Punk 57, and Birthday Girl. I did not like these at all. I think all of them got a 1 to 2 star rating, so yeah, hopefully somebody else has love for this type of book, because it's not me. And I don't need it on my shelf. Although I do feel bad about getting rid of this one because it's so nice, it feels nice, and it just was such a nice book to hold, but not a nice book to read. I'll do a little bit of showing. That's about all I got. I'm not gonna put them on Pango Books because I have severe beef with Pango Books and people that sell on there. I can't stand watching people sell books for more expensive than they probably bought them for. That drives me insane. So we're gonna garage sell, and then I'll just keep whatever's left, or if I really don't like them, I'll put them in a little free library. There's one in my parents' neighborhood, which is where the garage sale is, and then there's another one up the road, so I can just
get rid of the ones that I actually don't want, but yeah, that's my get rid of haul. Again, for the most part, I don't really have beef with any of these books. Some of them I do. Some of them I do. But for the most part, I just didn't really love them, and I don't love them enough to keep on my shelf because, again, we know I like to keep books that I want to reread, and if I'm not going to reread them, I don't really have a need to have them. I just feel like it's a waste of space, and somebody can buy them maybe secondhand instead of having to buy them brand new. Even though I'm sure probably everybody else under the sun has read all of these, that's okay. We'll see what happens. But yes, this is my unhaul. These are all the books that I'm getting rid of. Let me know if I'm making a grave mistake. Let me know if any of these I do actually need to read that I have not read. I think most of them I've read. There's only a couple of them that I haven't. But if I have not read them and I'm making a terrible mistake, let me know. But that is it. That is all I got. Thank you so much for joining me and for watching me get rid of my books. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. See ya.